You are driving your Cadillac, Buick, or GMC, and you start to notice the engine just does not feel as crisp as it used to. Or maybe you're hearing a faint rattling noise coming from the front of the engine that gets louder as the revolutions per minute climb. When you hook up your scanner and find code P0009, your engine position system is screaming about a performance problem on bank 2. Now, this is not just a simple sensor acting up. This code is the engine brain's way of telling you that the relationship between your camshafts and your crankshaft has gone completely out of sync. Specifically, it is looking at bank 2, which is the side of the engine that does not contain cylinder number 1. The engine control module is constantly testing for any misalignment at the idler sprockets or the crankshaft itself. It learns where those cams are and compares them to a perfect reference value stored in its memory. If both learned values for bank 2 are leaning too far in the same direction, it knows the mechanical timing is off and triggers the code. If you are driving a car with a 3.6-liter LY7, 3.6-liter LLT, or the 2.8-liter LP1 engines, you should pay very close attention here because this is a legendary issue with those specific platforms. There are actually factory service bulletins that point directly to stretched timing chains as the root cause. This is not a simple electrical fix where you just swap a sensor and call it a day. Often, the timing chain has physically lengthened over time, usually because of long oil change intervals or using low-quality oil. When that chain stretches, the cam timing retards slightly, and the computer can only compensate for so much before it throws the towel in and sets this code. You might also see other timing-related codes popping up at the same time. If you hear that rattle, do not ignore it, because a stretched chain that jumps a tooth can turn your engine into a giant paperweight in a fraction of a second. Checking your oil level and making sure you're using a high-quality synthetic is the best way to keep these chains healthy, but if the code is active, you are likely looking at a major mechanical repair to get those cams and the crank back into a perfect dance. It is a big job that usually requires pulling the front of the engine apart, so always verify with a high-end skin tool to see the actual cam degrees before you dive in.